Hello, prelude to Beers of the Beano, Saturday the 4th of October 2025. I'm in Caerphilly again. I have a German t-shirt on because of Oktoberfest. Unfortunately, it's from Cologne, which is the wrong end of the country. However, I think it's a good job I'm not out there because there was a bomb threat earlier on this week and Munich airport has been closed twice because of drones. Anyway, so the t-shirt, and I have my Alpine hat, which you'll probably see a little bit later, although it's slightly crushed because it's in my rucksack when I go to the project where they have German food or Oktoberfest food. Or lots of currywurst, to be perfectly honest. So, okay, here's the plan. Malcolm uphill now. You can see it over my shoulder. The fourth day of their Autumn Beer Fest. And I'm on this. And this is a little corker. Automatic Pale Ale from Creature Comforts Brewing. They brought the brewer over and he brewed this in Adnams Brewery. Gently fruity on the nose, 5% alcohol by volume. Good condition. So, it's warmed up a bit. It's very fruity. There's a hint of sweetness. It's tropical. And there's a sort of fruity, gentle, bitter finish that kind of lingers. You've got it in the back of your throat for a long time. 5% alcohol by volume, B++. $1.49 a pint because I got a 50p off voucher from Camera. So I will stay for 3 and then go down to the project where they got some on draft and some in cans and some in bottles. I think they got it in bottles. Could be all cans. Who knows? I don't think it matters. So, anyway, I was speaking to a young colleague yesterday and he was discussing his Saturday afternoon going to Fratton Park and the routine that he gets into. And I was thinking about my Saturday routine and how it is much better when the football's on. Not that I've been to football lately. I think the last match I went to was at Ninian Park, and that's before Ninian Park got knocked down. But live score app, so I'm getting updates all through the afternoon, and if I go away, check into a Travelodge or a Premier Inn. And then football, it's not football focused, the score thing in the afternoon. And it's like, you need football for a great Beano. I was also thinking, well, you go to Newport and there's security on the door at 8 o'clock. That means County are at home and someone else is coming. And then you go to Weird Dad's and he just has cask ale from the places where the other team's coming from, which I think is really rather good. Plus the fact that if you're Beanoing, you got to have tech, you got to have connectivity. You got to have 4K nowadays, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, weather update. Storm Amy. It just hammered down. Absolutely stair rods. But the sun's come out now. The wind is strong and will get stronger up until about 1 o'clock. And then it'll die back a bit. But it is cuttingly cold. I think the high today is only about 12 degrees Celsius, maybe 13, but you're not going to feel that. So I'm a little bit worried about my Alpine Oktoberfest hat. Actually, so yes, it is a bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to puff that up and straighten it out. So I think that's it for now. So as I said, another 2 video reviews are going to be here. Probably about 11 o'clock tomorrow. the video will go up completely, although this prelude will go up earlier. And dependent on how many I have in the project today, I might end up there tomorrow afternoon. We shall see. Anyway, Prost, good health, and cheers. Have a great Saturday. Oh, comments as well. I seem to be going rather American today. This is IPA from Alesmith. The brewer came over here and brewed at Oakham Ales. We love Oakham Ales. Anyway, this is 6% alcohol by volume. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a little taste. Here's the ugly mug. So we have a fruity hoppiness. Gentle. Immediately very piney and fruity and a little bit tropical. And then you've got a strong bitter finish that kind of lingers. Actually, it's quite alcoholic. It seems a lot stronger than it is. 6% isn't weak, but it has a punch. It has a very big punch. Mostly I think I'm going to go with B++, if not a little higher. But this is the sort of things that you want with your brews. A little bit hazy as well. This Spoons Fest. Okay, so there are far more hoppy brews, tropical brews, fruity brews, stronger brews. I'm going to say it's probably the best Spoons Beer Fest ever so far. And Leo's not on twit. And it's hammering down with rain again. Heavy showers that don't last long. And it's blowing a hoolie outside. It's a great Saturday. Anyway, penultimate one in the Malcolm Uphill. There is nothing I like better than a double entendre with beer. Normally at Christmas, I mean, Santa's Little Belter is, well, it's not quite. However, this is an Indian beer, and the brewery is called Effin' Good. It's brewed in Hook Norton in the UK. So, this is Golden Ale, 4.3% alcohol by volume. And with an Indian brewer, I would expect, and this could be wrong, but I would expect spices, because spices are big out there. There are spices in the nose. It's really good. Citrusy, hoppy. I think there's cinnamon in there. It's spicy, gently bitter. 4.3% alcohol by volume, which means, yeah, I shouldn't do that. It means it's sessionable, which is just as well. So I am behind schedule. I still need to go to the chippy. And then the project. However, best Spoons Fest ever. Really, really good. I have a feeling, I mean, I'm no expert on this, but I have a feeling that I might just be starting early tomorrow and continuing on festing in both places. First bus out is about 9:45. I think I could do it. Although I do need to render some of these videos out. Good times. Anyway, I think that's about it. Let's not bore the punters because they deserve better. So, maybe a picture of some chips. Maybe me in my Oktoberfest hat outside the project. Who knows? Well, I know what you're going to say, and you're probably right. You're going to say, you've had too much to drink already, and you've overdone it, and you're probably going to sleep well tonight. That could be true. Anyway, I got my hat on, and I've been given this, which is possibly likely to fall off during this rather Bavarian alcohol propelled video. So I've never had a project pint glass before, and there's a debate whether this is 6.2 or 6.3% alcohol by volume. Maybe it's 6.25. Anyway, this is Fest beer by Hofbrauhaus. Okay, so you're going to say, look at all, I don't know if you can see the carbon dioxide falling out of solution, which kind of means it's keg, but that's Oktoberfest for you. I don't think they do cask. I don't think it matters. Anyway, so it's got that German maltiness on the nose, and that, I don't know if they're Czech or German hops, but they're great. So, malty, hint of sweetness, very fruity, and that's the hops. Gently bitter, hoppy, slightly fruity on the finish, and then it goes slightly more fruity and then bitter. Or I could just be intoxicated, but I'm still getting the fruitiness and the bitterness. Who knew? It fell off. I'm gonna put it there just in case. So 6.2, 6.25, 6.3% alcohol by volume, B++ and a touch. For me, classically Oktoberfest beer. And there's food. I'm thinking currywurst fries, or currywurst fries and brockwurst. I have no idea, but it will be later because I've already been to the new Caerphilly fish bar, where the small tray of chips was actually larger than last week, which I think is very positive. I'm just gonna sit here most of the afternoon and enjoy myself. I'm not a great one for dancing on an Oktoberfest tent table and all that sort of stuff. I am here for the beers. Ah, God. Anyway, so I learned something Thursday that because of inheritance, I should enjoy myself while I still could, whatever. So I'm going to, and not worry about anyone else. Well, no, that's untrue. Be nice to other people, treat them with respect, and if they want to do something slightly different to you and they're not hurting you, just let them get on with it. Plus, still listening to Twit, Alex Kantrovich from the Big Technology Podcast. I don't know if you're aware, but podcasts can be PDFs. It's in the RSS spec. Tech, beer, football, chips. Yeah. Anyway, that's only the first beer, so I've waffled on for long enough. So I'll catch you on the second. Have fun. It's a bit windy outside still. Okay. So, just checking. Ooh, I've had a like from someone on Blue Sky who's got a very Germanic name, and someone on Nostra. Yeah, you can't tell where they're from on Nostra, to be perfectly honest. I need to do a boost. Ooh, someone from Macon as well. That's not on Nostra. Yeah. And the football's just started. Just gone 3 o'clock, Saturday afternoon, football going on. Okay, so we are drinking, when I say we, mostly me, we're drinking this. As a Dunkel, it's not an Oktoberfest beer. However, it's from Augustina Brau, which is a brewery, one of the 6 big breweries that provides Oktoberfest beers. So it's close, and it's got one of those EU, I can't remember what it is, but it's like authentic marks and all that sort of stuff. Right, it's Dunkel. This is what it looks like. Dunkel Dark. 5.6% alcohol by volume. The food is being served. I saw it downstairs. So I'm thinking currywurst fries with bratwurst, and for an extra 50p, a pot of sauerkraut for a proper German twist, which is vegetarian and gluten-free. Yeah, I could have that. That would be really nice. Anyway, back to the beer. I have a thing for German beers. I have a thing for Germany as well. I mean, I was in Berlin before the wall came down. I crossed through the wall twice because I had a British passport. It was really good. I remember listening to Tommy Vance on BFBS radio, staying in Grunewald. And if you know your history, you know where Grunewald was and what happened there. Yeah, just down the road from Zoological Gardens and the Europa Centre. On a Thursday, all the Brits would be in the Europa Centre. There used to be an English bar there, and they'd all get there and read all the jobs advertised. It was good. I need to go back there, to be perfectly honest. I went to RAF Gatow, which is now the Luftwaffe Museum, and it's really good. You catch the S-Bahn to Spandau, and then opposite the Rathaus you take a bus south. Berlin's a great city. Although the airport, Schonefeld was pretty rubbish. Tegel was not bad, but Schonefeld was rubbish. And Brandenburg International, it's had its issues. And you can still get the World Service on FM there. Okay, so I am in the project. It's a bar in Caerphilly, South Wales. It's sort of wrapped round Dark Elements Brewery. They are close to each other, but they're different companies. And they're both great. Anyway, I need some Vassar Aviation. Yeah. This is really good, actually. Really, really good. Yeah, I've been on here far too long. Comments. Tell me to shut up. And I wouldn't disagree with you. Anyway. Prost, plus. Wiedersehen. So the beer is, okay, it's not an Oktoberfest beer again. However, it is from an Oktoberfest brewer again, Augustina, Edelstoff, 5.6% alcohol by volume. And it's lovely. In there, that's where the sauerkraut was. And there's little bits here. And they've disappeared because I've eaten them. I think it's the first time since Brauhaus Spandau. It could have been in 2015, something like that. I miss Berlin. Anyway, oh yeah, the beer, B++. So, malty bready on the nose. Malty, hints of sweetness, bready, fruity, gently bitter, B++. And this, Brockwurst and Frites chips, because, you know, that's B++ as well. We need more German beer festivals in Caerphilly. Or just more beer festivals with German food. Anyway, good times. Very good times. And eco-eating equipment. Saving the world. Oh yeah, there's carbon dioxide in the beer. Who knew? Listening to Windows Weekly. Wiedersehen.